Reclined in time to the churning locomotion of this creaking flat, decrepit plumbing ponders another bar for free-form improv. The rinds of fresh melon lazily submit their gnawed, exposed flesh. Handel howls into his bagpipe flute like a noble madman with an uncomfortable message. Still, it's wonderful. Harry gazes serenely through the music, contemplating his own how now. White wine turns to tequila. No reason to speak of, just opportunity. Is it a pose or sweet poise? I contemplate my next move and receive a message which reads and glows. Fly into the rising sun, take a breath and sing loud. Do you sip tequila? I ask my imaginary audience, knowing warmly they know I know more than I seem to, and their laughs pierce my armour and shipwreck this cloud. Here is a pose. I strike it as I strike this match. Cigar smoke glides and lingers like the ego of my wisdom, because knowledge is smoke, yet this cigar, these words, it's more than a game, more than the pose of pretense. Fueled pretending, yet with energy, a joy, the curiosity that creates this experience is holy. Then I tell on myself, open my mouth to assert, paint, make up, shut up. Sitting in, reading poetry, drinking Guinness, thinking about playing my saxophone, drawing breath, my mind driven forward by the black blap of jazz grooves, stretching off the etched weight of sleep. Thick air and blankets separate me from the truth of the day in quickness. Everything feels tepid and slow. This lazy spell can't hold me. Trumpet glory, a roar and toss sensation. Steps sound on the stairs. The wild immediacy of life awaits. Your rhythm dominates and keeps us cootie angels to the saxophone and the ships to the sea. It's within your rhythm that this angelic mariner feels free. Cross-stitch of shadow on the red bed. Today is full and blossoming. I do everything. I found a new position to lie down whilst massaging self-obsessed thoughts into liquid form to drink my fill. There's always more to say. I look up and the lamp it did sway. I feel like I'm in the midst of several love affairs sometimes, with my different friends and my different interests. Each betrays the other in their non-fulfillment, unmet potential and the trappings of time. I've crossed oceans of time to arrive at this point, journeyed across the Pacific to this place of now, the tired heavy now that greets me nostalgic and whiskey warm, but not without a sense of the never-ending doom of lives lived. Miles has blown these sounds for as long as the sounds existed. Now that's creation. I tell this attic room that must by now have a discerning spirit and be bored. Walls as they are adorned and colourful stand accusing, undermined by their architects. The light is soft this morning, a toneless still. I strain past the skits and rattles of the old room to a place of silence and sanctuary. Even amongst the artificial gibberish, God ministers to my soul. I dread in this moment those times I make a loud parade over saying the right thing, which is no thing, for taking off with the latest fads, scratching out the eternal spirit of life and clumsily scrawling a whim in its wake. Birdsong flutters in, falling from the crooked tall tree. I notice again the top branch at a jaunty angle, completing with a flourish the alpine cone, an elemental wizard's hat. How can we convulse and leak love projectile? It's not what I swallow that muddies the endless pool, but what I vomit out. Self-sacrifice was Jesus' way. His invitation was to follow. Mother Teresa, Hitchens hunted her too. I see her serene and blue, the shape of a bullet. She sacrificed herself, and to find her true self waiting. And she spent her whole life doubting God and mourning his betrayal. MT came to understand she was an angel of darkness. For what good is it to get to heaven but lose the real you? Sure, her history has holes, only here I choose to view Birdsong flutters through the open window to gently war with a mechanical mash, tools of building sight, insight of my becoming. In a loose-fitting towel, blue and coarse against my skin, I'm dreaming of writing the sapphire in a sky. May you come to know these throated whisperings. I rely on whim and mistake. The slip of a loosely held pen dissolves the sapphire to leave a dribbled reality of rain and mist. Rain and mist which in another mood would mood me and move me, a sapphire promise. Yet to notice such a thing and believe it like now leaves me open again, happy in the gloom of the room. I'm drawn again into the allure of that crumpled spot of cushions and candle wax where my lover lay askew, and I saw her again as new. Now we work quietly to the chant of soft electronic music, honing our minds to acknowledge the calm of the morning, content smelling the coffee of the new day. The dead flowers over there in the turgid water, they are still beauty. Unlike before, fresh and dancing, they stand fragile and poised, furnished in faded colour, refined and elegant. Slowly, though, the shriveled petals turn to dust and fall to the shells below, straining to exist. Forever it will in emptiness, a failing star swallowed by a black hole. That beautiful dust lingers and embeds itself in this place. Still, pale, untouchable beauty, a princess forever in her tower, enshrined by nature's rhythm and redeemed by it. A table of useless papers, nonsense, like the incomprehensible scattered stones and other tired trinkets. I can't read these damn lines anyway. I haven't let my herbal tea go cold. Why cry into this faded scrawl? Why, for what do I write at all? Waiting. I am an edge. My seat lying dormant on the floor, waiting on top of this ledge, trembling into the summer. I don't listen anymore. I notice the faint, decrepit smells of this place, and the piano undulates above the sobs of the wind. But I'm not sad, no. Only waiting. I love this room. In it I pored over names and helplessness, and have shed tears, even shared tears. Today I wait for the end. Ollie will arrive soon, and Jono and my brother and another and another. In this room people stayed, plans were laid and dens made. Peace was found, like love all around, and the wine flowed as the time slowed. Music played, yes, friends stayed here. Food savoured like the company, and rhymes smashed for the sake of honesty, which cries deep from this place, and is cemented, concreteless in my heart, no more static than a bird in flight or a nighttime wind.